What if the weakest member of the hero's party was actually its greatest strength? This is the tale of Lloyd, a humble white mage who was cast out only to rise as the true savior of kingdoms. Episode 1, The Outcast White Mage. Lloyd once lived under the guidance of Merlin, the legendary mage. Though Merlin saw immense potential in him, she feared his talent could one day make him reckless. So, in secret, she placed a spell upon Lloyd, one that would prevent him from ever growing overconfident. From then on, Lloyd was taught only white magic, meant to heal and protect, not destroy. Since it wasn't suited for combat, he found creative ways to survive, reinforcing his body, evading monsters, and pushing his limits until he grew strong in silence. Years later, he joined Hero Alan's adventuring party. With his support spells, Lloyd helped secure countless victories. But Alan, blinded by arrogance, never noticed. Instead, he mocked Lloyd as useless, and when the chance came, he kicked him out without hesitation. Because of Merlin's spell, Lloyd accepted the insult quietly and left, truly believing he was weak. But fate had a different plan waiting. Episode 2, The S-Rank Adventurers. Before long, Lloyd was recruited by a new group: Yui, the leader, Dagus, the shield-bearer, Cross the archer, and Silica the mage. All four were S-Rank adventurers, but their test for Lloyd was simple: cast an enhancement spell. Nervously, Lloyd obeyed and unleashed 5 enhancement spells at once without chanting a single word. His new companions were stunned. This was a feat beyond even top-level white mages. Yet Lloyd, as always, apologized, thinking he had done poorly. When they learned about his past with Alan, the group was outraged. To them, it was obvious. Alan was a fool for letting him go. The party explained their old white mage, Clum, had retired to care for her sister, Sylvie, who was slowly turning into stone due to a strange illness. Lloyd remembered Merlin mentioning such a disease and suspected Magistone mana had entered her wounds. He asked to meet her and, on the spot, created a brand new white spell. Drawing out the corrupted mana, he healed even her petrified limbs. Sylvie was cured, and Clum was left in awe, realizing Lloyd was unlike any white mage she had ever known. Lloyd, of course, dismissed it as nothing special, but Yui and the others eagerly invited him into their party. As Lloyd adjusted to his new group, they were soon tasked with defending farmland from monsters. But something was off. Different species of monsters were working together, something that should never happen naturally. On the journey, Lloyd revealed yet another hidden skill: dimensional storage, casually storing all of their heavy equipment. The others were amazed, while Lloyd blamed himself for being a bad teacher when they struggled to learn it. One night, a massive basilisk attacked Yui and Silica while they bathed. Without hesitation, Lloyd distracted it and buffed his companions, letting them kill it with ease. Later, when he accidentally gave commands in battle, Lloyd apologized, only to be surprised when the team praised him for his leadership. But as their bond grew, his friends noticed something troubling. Despite his overwhelming ability, Lloyd still doubted himself at every step. Dagus finally confronted him, asking why he didn't rely on them. Lloyd's answer was simple and heartbreaking: it never occurred to me. Meanwhile, in the shadows, Lord Michel orchestrated monster movements to draw adventurers away from Ishtar City, preparing a demonic invasion. Lloyd and his companions soon uncovered a farm overrun by high wolves, with a dark magistone pulsing with beast folk mana at its center. With Lloyd's support, Cross destroyed it with a single enhanced arrow. Freed from the stone's control, the monsters went berserk, but with Lloyd's magic, his party cut them down with ease. Realizing this was only the beginning of a much greater threat, Lloyd urged his companions, "We must return to Ishtar before it's too late." Episode 4 and Beyond, Battle for Ishtar. What followed was a battle that shook the kingdom itself. Demonic generals, armies of monsters, the fall of Alan, the so-called hero, and the rise of Lloyd, the forgotten white mage, as the true hero of Ishtar. But that is a story for the next chapter. From a powerless outcast to the defender of nations, Lloyd's journey is only beginning. Stay tuned to see how this white mage defies fate itself.